All right, we just turned in or finished demoing our spot illustrations. These are the three components you need: refined sketch, clean vector line art, coloring solution behind the line art, right? Now we're going to take that and we're going to turn it into a poster. A poster has a set format. Our format's going to be 16 by 20 inches by 300 pixels per inch. So if we look at Unit 12, this introduces type design, because what do our posters have that our spot illustrations don't? They have text, and they have a background, and they have a border, right? All of which we can be creative with. We'll look at some past examples. All of these are built around a spot illustration. So there's the spot illustration. You can sketch it around your sketch for your spot illustration if you want, or you can sketch it around your finished spot illustration. But we first have to decide what text goes with it. And then how do we design it? We'll make it a black type design, then a color type design, and then put it with a border and a background to make a finished poster. Sometimes posters are very text heavy. So this text design is most of the poster. The only spot illustration is this little cloud shape that goes with it. Sometimes they compete with each other. So this is called aggressive opposition of image and text. And because the text is Texas humility, it's interesting to have an image. I thought it would be funny to have an image obscuring it. So it's kind of they're fighting for your attention, right? So it takes a while to figure out what you're even looking at. Sometimes you have a very equal relationship between text and image, as in this example, where they're both focal points and they're kind of equally sized and contrasted. Sometimes you'll have different types of text solutions going with an image. And sometimes they'll feel just very integrated, where the image just isn't complete without the text treatment. So how do we approach this? The first step is to do blocking sketches. Blocking sketches are like thumbnails, but not for your idea. It's more for the design within a certain format shape. So what we are doing is a poster that's 16 by 20 inches. So how do I text block this? I'm going to take my PNG and I'm going to increase my canvas size, which was 11 by 14, and I'm going to make it 20 inches by 16 inches, because that's our poster format. Grow it from the center. That shows me the format I have to work with, and now I'm going to add a layer that will be my text blocking. First thing I need to decide is how do I add, what text do I add to this? And I know what I want to add is an I. Let me make this a little thicker. You can sketch this by hand as well, but you're working with your spot illustration. I want to put an I in there. This is just a sketch. And then I want to put a D in there. So I changed my vote to I voted. Because I did, right? And there aren't enough I voted stickers out there. The precincts always run out. So that's a really easy way, and then I just have to design these. But I also wanted to add something else, which was blocking. So I want, for it to go with all the organic shapes of the donut, I want like a really kind of chaotic geometric banner up here. And I'm going to do it something like this. And then that's the block. A text block is often just like a banner like this. So you block out where you want to put your type before you put your type. And I'm going to put up here, not my, and this is going to be fault. Because this is my pessimistic illustration, right? So this is assuming things don't go the way I want on voting day. But I voted anyway, so that I can have the right to complain about how things turned out. Does that make sense? Now, there are other alternatives. Text blocking does not need to be a one and done solution. So if I know it, I might also design it like this. Like make it like a little rainbow over the top and then block that up. Not space, my and then false. Dot, dot, dot. I voted. So these can be really fast, but you want to play with figuring out kind of what approach you like the best, right? I might even change my format and make it a poster that's taller than it is wide instead of wider than it is tall. But I'll post this as my text blocking sketch because this is where my mind is right now. And then that's all I need for you by the beginning of next class, to know what type you want and an idea of where you're going to arrange it around your spot illustration so we can start designing the type as a vector. All right, thank you guys. Good work on the spot illustrations. I look forward to seeing them all finished.